wife, Arya Krishnan, all the respected participants of this webinar. Today is an auspicious day for us. As part of the World Happiness Day, Dr. Arjun Chand and his team, through Aryadhara Iron Niketan, has undertaken a highly commendable initiative, that is Ayurveda, that is the essence of Ayurveda and Bhagavad Gita, which makes your life incredible. He had already conducted a similar program in Malayalam called Happiness through Ayurveda and Bhagavad Gita as part of the Vishwa Mangal Divas on 10th of January 2023. I think now he is doing this program due to the request he has received from various quarters, especially from states other than Kerala. As all of you know, that Ayurveda is a way of life, not merely a medical science. It has also been considered as a Dharma Shastra also. And Bhagavad Gita, the song of Lord Krishna, who gives you guidance and motivation, gives guidance and motivations to Arjuna, who stands confused, perplexed, and strengthless in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. We, the normal human beings, are also like Arjuna, standing in the battlefield of life, most of the time confused and perplexed, what to do at crucial times. We also get the real guidance and knowledge to tackle the difficult times in our lives from Bhagavad Gita. So that is the spiritual and dharmic guidance making us happy. Similarly, Ayurveda says, Sukhartha Sarva Bhudanam Mata Sarva Pravartaya Sukham Chana Vina Dharmat Asmat Dharma Paro Bhavet, means all creatures in the world constantly work for happiness. The happiness never comes without, if it comes through in a dharmic way, then only it is really real happiness. If the happiness comes through adharmic ways, that is unethical ways, it will not fetch you or bring you happiness, bring happiness in you, which advises, Ayurveda advises us the right way of life, both physically, mentally, and spiritually. I take this opportunity. I have immense pleasure and pride to congratulate Dr. Arjun Chand and his wife, Dr. Arya Krishnan, for undertaking this commendable initiative. I once again congratulate you, Dr. Arjun Chand. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Raymond Rao, sir, few words, please. National Vice President, Vishwa Ayurveda Parishad.
Hello.
Ramanji, please unmute yourself.
Just now it is came. Okay. Namaskar to all. Namaste, Surendra ji, National
Namaste.
Secretary Vishwa Parishad, and congratulating Kerala Vishwa Parishad team of Kerala, particularly K. Krishna Kumar ji and Adar ji, particularly today's program that Arjun Chandi and his family. So this is it is a unique topic, Ayur Gita. WAP Kerala is organizing national level webinar on International Day of Happiness. So definitely we feel happiness by reading our interested topics or interested books. That is also one of the book is Gita. We all already almost once or twice we read Gita. So that essence will come today. We will see what Arjun Chandji, it's a special topic, Ayur Gita. Everybody is asking in our the other states of Kerala. So what is meant by Ayur Gita? It is a special topic. So we will listen from the Arjun Chandji. So he will deliver the lecture today. So that is we are all waiting for his lecture. So I don't want to take much time regarding today. So thanks for the organizers today program. It is a Ugadi, and all to I'm congratulating and Ugadi celebrations within 2 days it will coming. New Year Day and Web Foundation Day also is coming on 22nd of this month. So all our state units are going to celebrate this Foundation Day and Ugadi celebrations. On the occasions, this is also came. So 1-2 days before came. So we will listen. Thank you very much for giving opportunity to me. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We will move on to our main session, and we will discuss. Audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible. Please proceed.
Okay. Thank you, sir. And thank you, Krishna sir, Premendra Rao sir, Chaudhary ji, all for giving this opportunity to speak few words on Ayur Gita. Actually, why this topic to be discussed? Ayurveda stands, or Ayurveda aims to have happiness of life, or to have health to mind and body. Even spiritual health also is mentioned or is aimed by Ayurveda. Ayurveda, psychiatry is a branch. Manovigyan evam Manasroga is a branch which deals with psychiatry and psychology, diseases of mind and health and ill health of mind. Everything is dealt under this Manovigyan evam Manasroga. I am a practitioner of Ayurveda psychiatry, and by my experience and learning, teaching experiences, I have few words to speak regarding the spirituality and Ayurveda. But in this topic, we are not going in deep to the spiritual or religious part of Bhagavad Gita. Some people say Bhagavad Gita is not a religious text, it is a scientific text. Some people say it is not a philosophical text, it is a psychology, or it is a motivational text. Some people say it's not like that, it's a spiritual or it's a philosophical text. We need not to think what Bhagavad Gita is not, but we can think what Bhagavad Gita is. Bhagavad Gita is everything. It can be a spiritual text, it can be a religious text, it can be a guide, it can be a science. Everything is there in this textbook, or the principles of life, principles of happiness, all included in this textbook. It is mentioned in a different way. It can be a philosophical way, spiritual way, religious way. Everything is there. So many ideas are conveyed through this way. What is the relationship between Ayurveda and Bhagavad Gita? Ayurveda psychiatry does not have much explanation from Ayurveda classical textbooks. We have guidance in Ayurveda classical textbooks regarding the psychology and psychiatry. Dhidhairya Atmadi Vijnanam Manodosha Aushadham Param. It is mentioned in Ayurveda classical. But how to make Dhidhairya Atmadi Vijnanam? How to make Dhairya? How to create Atmadi Vijnana? How to earn Atmadi Vijnana? It's not mentioned in the classical text, or it is not detailedly explained in the classical text. So we have to take help from the philosophical textbook like Bhagavad Gita and other textbooks. Bhagavad Gita is an easy way to understand the mind. Among the philosophical textbook, it is very systematically explained, very clearly explained, and very easy compared to other philosophical texts. It is very easy to apply in our life. That's why I selected Bhagavad Gita for explaining this psychiatry and psychology of Ayurveda. You know the discussion between Lord Krishna and Arjuna. Arjuna is becoming a Shishya of Krishna during Bhagavad Gita. You know that before Bhagavad Gita or before explaining the Gita, they were friends. Arjuna and Krishna were friends. While starting this Bhagavad Gita or in the part of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna started becoming as a disciple of Lord Krishna, and Lord Krishna is explaining all the things, everything in the life to be successful in this context of Bhagavad Gita. So, who is Arjuna? Who is Krishna? That's what we want to understand before going to learn Bhagavad Gita as a psychological tool. We have to know who is Arjuna and who is Krishna. Lord Krishna is the best psychologist you can see ever. And Arjuna is a good patient, the ideal patient, ideal client that can be explained in psychology. He obeys Lord Krishna's words. He listens to his words. He asks very clearly doubts. He asks very clearly each and every doubts from his mind. He is asking very clearly, and Lord Krishna is giving response or reply to each and every point of question. So Krishna is a very good psychologist or a proper, a right guide, and Arjuna is a right client. Keeping this apart, what is the role of Arjuna and Krishna in our life? In our life, I would like to say that Lord Krishna and Arjuna resides within you and within me. Within all, this Lord Krishna and Arjuna is there. So we have to identify who is Arjuna within you, who is Lord Krishna within you. How can you identify? If you are facing a problem, you have to behave like Arjuna. You be clear about your problem and you explain yourself about the problem and solutions. Or in psychology, it's called as auto suggestions. These suggestions, if you are unable to give the solutions, you can find the person or the right place to find solution. You can approach a doctor, you can approach a psychologist, you can approach a guide. There is a guide, there is a guru, there is a psychologist within you. It's sure. That is Lord Krishna within you. If you have a doubt, you be clear with your mind. You be clear with your doubt and clarify within you with a clear mind. So you can find Arjuna as a person, as a part of mind who is asking questions, queries, and doubts. And another part of your mind, there is Lord Krishna with having answers for all of your questions. For making this Arjuna and Krishna clear, you have to have a very calm and stable mind. Bhagavad Gita, throughout Gita, it explains how to make your mind calm, how to make your mind stable. This is the way Bhagavad Gita explains as per the view of a psychologist. You can find out the Vishada, grief of Arjuna, Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Arjuna is very sad about having this war, fighting against his relatives. There are another things you can find in the Bhagavad Gita. Not only the Vishada from Arjuna, but also you can find the Vishada of Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana. You can find in Mahabharata. Can you find any difference between the Vishada of Arjuna and Vishada of Duryodhana, also the Vishada of Dhritarashtra. See, the Vishada of Arjuna is not about the failure in the battle, not about the success in the war, not about getting the country or the winning the war and getting all these things. But he is worried about killing his relatives for his victory. But see from other part, what is Dhritarashtra? Who is Dhritarashtra? He is a person who is blind, blind not only with eyes, blind with blinded to dharma. He is not a person having dharma. He is blinded, and he is having love towards Duryodhana and other people from the Kaurava. So he is also in a sad. He is also in Vishada. Do we want to consider the Vishada of Dhritarashtra? Do we want to consider the Vishada of Duryodhana? He want to kill the brother and other people, other relatives, and he only want the victory and the country. That is the Vishada of Duryodhana. So these three are Vishada in Mahabharata, but the importance of Vishada is given to Arjuna Vishada because this is ethical. This is dharma. This is based on dharma. That is why Arjuna Vishada is important. If you have a Vishada in your life, you find out whether this Vishada is the type of Dhritarashtra Vishada, or is the type of Duryodhana Vishada, or is the type of Arjuna Vishada. If it is not a type of Arjuna Vishada, it's not ethical. So you find out your Vishada whether it is ethical or not. Then you ask yourself for the solutions. You can definitely find out the solutions for your problems or your Vishada. Ayurveda says Jivatma and Paramatma. Jivatma and Paramatma. Jivatma is a part of Paramatma. This Jivatma resides in Panchabhaudika Sharira. Panchamahabhuta Sharira takes the Jivatma, and the Jivatma resides in Panchabhaudika Sharira. This is called as Kshetra and Kshetrajna in Bhagavad Gita. Similar way, Kshetra and Kshetrajna. Kshetra is the body and Kshetrajna is the Atma. If Kshetra is not clear, Kshetrajna will not be clean. So Kshetra and Kshetrajna should be clean. So mind and body should be clean. Bhagavad Gita is not going in detail about the hygiene of body or Kshetra. This explains about the hygiene of Kshetrajna. How to make your Kshetrajna, how to make your Atma and Manas very clear. And this is the way Ayurveda is connected with Bhagavad Gita in the context of psychology. Also, Triguna we mentioned in Ayurveda, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. These are three gunas. Only the mentioning of Triguna is there in Ayurveda, and some details about the Prakriti, Sattva, Rajas, Tamo, Prakriti, and some qualities. But more than what explained in Ayurveda, it's explained in philosophy, especially in Bhagavad Gita. There are classification of Sattva, Rajas, Tama of food, dharma, karma, dana, tapa, etc. All the activities, everything in the universe can be classified under these three, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. So these examples you can find in Bhagavad Gita. So those who want to learn psychology, the basics of psychology, you can learn from the Ayurvedic textbook, and the detail of this Sattva, Rajas, Tamas can be find out from the Bhagavad Gita. My presentation will contain three parts. One is Triguna and Ayurveda. Second one is how to be a good therapist like Lord Krishna. And the third one is how to be a good client like Arjuna. These three are very important. If you are not aware about Triguna, you will not be able to understand this psychology. If you understand to be, or if you learn to be a therapist or Krishna, even if you are not from the medical profession, you will be dealing with many other uh, psychological issues, maybe from the family, maybe from the friends. In your mind, within your mind, you can find out a therapist, a very good psychotherapist like Krishna. And in your mind, you can find a very good client or patient like Arjuna. If you are not a patient like Arjuna, there will be a problem. If you are not properly listening to the psychologist, or if you are not properly understanding your problem, if you are not properly explaining your problem, there will be difficulty to find solution. So we have to find out Arjuna and Krishna from within. And next is about the Triguna. Sattva, Rajas, Tama. Food is classified into Sattva, Rajas, Tama. Dana is classified into Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Yajna is classified into Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Sukha is classified into Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Sattviga Ahara is Madhura, Snigdha Ahara. Sweet and Snigdha Ahara is considered as Sattviga Ahara, which give healthy mind and body. Sour, pungent taste are considered to be Rajasiga Ahara, that can create increased Rajasiga quality in our body, and that can also create some diseases. Tamasahara is Paryushita Ahara, the spoiled food, uh, food which is kept overnight. That kind of food will increase tamoguna, that also can cause diseases. Dana, for example, you are giving you are doing charity. We are giving many charity work. We are doing many charity work. But if you have a mind to receive some return, that charity work is Rajasiga. That dharma or dana is Rajasiga. Why? You are expecting some return from this. And tamoguna, tamasiga dana, giving to non-deserving person, giving charity to non-deserving person, that is called as tamasiga dana. Then what is sattviga dana? Giving useful things to right person is sattviga dana. So dana, charity is also three types. You find out in which stage you are, what kind of charity you are doing. Depending upon that, the quality of your charity work, the result of your life, the result of your activity will be attained in your life. Another example is devotion. Devotion. If you completely submitting to God, you're completely submitting to God and without expecting anything, that is sattviga. And you are believing in God and expecting some returns, then it is rajasiga. Yaksha puja, etc. are rajasiga puja. And some weapons, if you are using some weapons for your devotional activities, then it is rajasiga. Tamasika is some irritating or uh, disturbing or destroying someone else. With the mind of that, if you are doing some devotional activities, it is tamasika. So this type of all food, yajna, sukha. Sukha is also sattviga, rajasiga, and tamasika. Sattviga sukha you can find anywhere. In any of your activities, you can find sukha, then it is sattviga sukha. Rajasiga sukha, there you will not be satisfied with whatever you are getting. You will be desirous to get more pleasure. That is rajasiga. Tamasika sukha is achieving or attaining sukha in an improper or wrong way. This is the way Ayurveda or Bhagavad Gita help us to identify Triguna in the life. Second one, how to be a good therapist like Krishna. How you can be a good therapist like Krishna. Why Krishna is considered as the best therapist, because he is having knowledge. You attain the knowledge of your mind, your body, and spiritual knowledge. So first of all, we have to gain the knowledge regarding the science. Then only we will enter into the first step of becoming or finding out the Krishna within you. If your knowledge is not right, Krishna, the word itself is the truth. Word itself denotes the truth. The true knowledge, if you are getting, if you are trying to get, then you are entering into the first step of gaining knowledge or becoming the therapist like Krishna. Try to see the world from all dimensions. What Lord Krishna did in the Bhagavad Gita. He tried to see it from all dimensions. You know, all the warriors, all the weapons, all the military of Lord Krishna is given to Kaurava, not Pandava. All the militaries are given to Kaurava, and Krishna alone is in the part of Pandava. Where was the victory? After the war, victory was in the inside of Pandava. Why? There is nothing called weapon or no activities other than the truthful activities can have the final victory. So if you are doing an activity, if you are aiming, if you are having a goal, if you want to achieve something, be truthful like Lord Krishna. And you can find some wrong decisions or some non-righteous decisions Lord Krishna took in between the war. That is the activity may be wrong, but the aim was right. See, the activity may be wrong, but the aim was right. For dharma, he did some activities that we may feel it as adharma. That is the answer for, if you have a query like that, that is the answer for that. And try out to solve or see always from within. There is a God within you. There is Lord Krishna within you. Lord Krishna tried to see the world from within him. So if you're learning to become a good therapist like Krishna, you have to learn to see from within towards outside. Don't see from outside. You have to know yourself. That is Atma Jnana in Ayurveda. Atma Divijnanam, Manodosha Aushadambara, Atma Jnana, Kulajnana, Kalajnana, Desajnana, etc. By this identification of self, you can become a Krishna. Lord Krishna, you can become as a good therapist of you or a society. Be a good listener to yourself or others. You can be a good listener. Whatever the thing around you, surrounding you, or as a part of your life, you have to listen carefully. Then only you can become a good therapist. Don't see with a prejudiced mind. Don't see with a preoccupied mind. Don't take any decision with a preoccupied mind. That is what Bhagavad Gita advises. And third part of this presentation, how to be a good client like Arjuna. To become a good client like Arjuna, if you find out a Krishna, you submit completely yourself, you submit yourself completely. Then only, either to the Guru or to the God or to yourself, then only you can find the right solutions. If you are asking a help to some other person and that person is ready to help you, but you suspect there is something wrong with that help, whether that help will be useful. No. That is the way we are not achieving, we are not gaining the proper help or the proper achievement. So we have to become a right person, right client by learning from Arjuna. Submit yourself to God, Guru, or universal energy. Don't show any affection or attachment towards the lovely pleasures. Be attached to your karma, your activity. Be attached to your duties. That is why Arjuna Vishada is different from the Vishada of Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra. You can make your mind as a vacuum, before getting some knowledge. When we were children or we were infants, we didn't have any experience. We didn't have any experience in our mind. Our conscious minds were completely blank. Subconscious mind also were completely blank. But our unconscious or superconscious mind was full of knowledge. We suppressed that knowledge with the surrounding experiences and gained knowledge towards our subconscious and conscious minds. Later on, all our activities became as a result of our subconscious and conscious mind experiences. So, to become a person with clear minds, make your mind blank or empty. For that, the meditation will help you. Pranayama and meditation will help you. In Bhagavad Gita also there is a technique of meditation mentioned. And Indriya Shuddhi is very important in case of happiness or success in the life. Indriya is the group of organs or a part of life or part of our life which connects our mind and body towards the outside world. Indriyani paranyahu. Indriyebhya param mana. Indriyani paranyahu. Indriya are considered as the supreme. Indriyani paranyahu. Why it is considered supreme? It connects us towards the external world. Indriyebhya param mana. Manas is superior to Indriya. Why? Indriya can experience. Indriya is exposed to external world, and Indriya can experience something, but Manas will decide whether Indriya to perceive or not. Manas can decide whether Indriya to perceive or not. That's why Manas is superior to Indriya. So your mind will decide what Indriya to do. Manasastu para buddhi. Above that, superior to Manas, there is an entity called as buddhi. That buddhi will decide mind to take right and wrong decision. This buddhi will advise the mind. This buddhi will guide the mind to be truthful or not, right or wrong. Everything will be advised by the buddhi. Yo buddhe buddher parat tastu saha. Above buddhi, something is there. What is that? That is Atma. Above buddhi, that is, there is Atma, which is very pure form of energy. Which is the very pure form of energy is Atma. So Atma will control the mind, or Atma will energize the mind. Buddhi will help the mind to take decisions. Manas will help or will guide or will direct the Indriyas whether to perceive or not. This is the way, this is the pathway of perception. So Indriya will help you to get the right things, wrong thing, happiness, sadness, everything. If your mind is very clear, Indriyas will attach towards the pleasure only. The true pleasure, not the Indriya Sukha. Indriya Sukha may not be favorable for mind and body. Indriya always seeking for pleasure or Sukha. But that may be the right or proper Sukha. There, your mind should decide whether the Sukha is proper or not. That's how the body, the mind, the life works. If you want your indriya to be controlled, you have to control your mind. It is not easy to control the mind. Chanchalam hi manasa Krishna pramadhi balavadridham. Arjuna says to Lord Krishna, Chanchalam hi manasa Krishna pramadhi balavadridham. Chanchal, it's not stable, unstable, fickleness of mind, instability. It's very difficult to control. He says to Lord Krishna, it is not easy to control the mind. Then how can I control it? Lord Krishna replies, Asamshayam Mahabaho Mano Durnigraham Param. There is no doubt, Arjuna, it's very tough to control your mind. Asamshayam Mahabaho Mano Durnigraham Salam. It's as you said, it's very true, very difficult, very tough task to control the mind. So how can you control? Lord Krishna is giving the answer. Abhyasena tu kaundeya vairagyena cha grihyate. Abhyasa and vairagya finds the detachment. Try the detachment from the objects. Indriya will be, your sense organs will be seeking always for the objects to achieve pleasure. But you control, you detach. Using your mind, you detach your indriya from the objects of indriya. Detach it, and not a single attempt to detach. Abhyasa, continuous practice. Usually we do sessions like this, Bhagavad Gita, Harinama Kirtana, motivational therapy. If you are giving 1 or 2 sessions, the people will be getting all these ideas and they will be getting motivated. They will feel something relaxed for the time being. You might have experienced by listening to motivational speakers, some psychology techniques classes, etc. You might have experienced this. By this experience, by my experience, clinical and training experiences, I understood that this is very temporary. The change is very temporary. So what I tried to make it a continuous program. Now sometimes I conduct the programs continuously for 21 days, 30 days, 40 days, etc. Maybe very few short time period per day, but it will be a continuous process. Last month also I conducted one program of Bhagavad Gita, 21 days continuous program. This is a transformation program. By this kind of 1 hour sessions or 2 hour sessions, I can transfer the knowledge. But transformation may not be possible. By gaining this knowledge, we have to transform. For that, what we have to do? We have to practice continuously. That's what in Bhagavad Gita it says, Abhyasena tu kaundeya vairagyena jagrihyate. Not only vairagya, but abhyasa. Detach from the objects and continuous practice of detachment. Then only you can achieve the success. And if you are doing nowadays we are living in a very busy schedule, busy world. We have different aims. To achieve something. Goals are there. Goal setting, even there are even some courses are there how to set your goals. We attend all these courses and we set our goals, but some fail in achieving the goal, some will achieve the goal. Those who achieve the goal may be satisfactorily achieve or may be struggling to achieve. After achieving the goal, the surgery was successful, the patient died. What is the use of surgery? Surgery was successful, the patient gone. Whether the surgery was really successful, surgery will be maybe successful in that way or in that perception. But if the patient is not alive, what is the use of this successful surgery? The same way, we might have achieved something in the life. We aim for something and we struggle for that and we will achieve. By that time, if we look backward, we might have lost many things in our life. We might have lose our happiness. We might have lose even our life. We achieved something, but we lose many things. If so, what is the use of achieving that goal? That is what Bhagavad Gita advises us to attach with the karma, not in the result. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma bhaleshu, not in the results. You attach, you have the right or you have the attachment towards your karma. What is your karma? That is related with your dharma. The karma is related with your dharma. If you are doing some activities with a proper aim, the aim should not be there as a priority in your mind. You should be dedicated to your karma. You should not be dedicated to the result of that karma. That is what Bhagavad Gita advises. And also karma, depending on the situation, it differs. But the same karma can give different results in different situations. If a warrior kills a terrorist, that murder or that killing, the activity of killing will be prized. If a common person is killed by someone, that is considered as a criminal activity. The karma, the activity is same. Killing is the same activity, but different situation, different values. Similar way, you dedicate to your karma. You dedicate to your karma. That is what Lord Krishna advises Arjuna to do. If you are a warrior, you are a kshatriya, you are in the battlefield. You don't have the right to say, I will not fight. You don't have the right to say. Why? This is your dharma and this is your karma. You don't have the right to detach from your karma. And you don't think about the results. Arjuna is very confident he will win the war. He is very strong. He know about his strength. He know very well he will win the war. But he is sad about killing the Kaurava or killing the relatives. There, Lord Krishna says, you should not have the mind of or this unwanted care towards the enemies. You just focus on your duty. You didn't call them for a war. They called you for a war and they are against you. They are ready to fight against you. If you are not killing them, they will kill you. There is no doubt. Because in the battlefield, there is two things. And either kill them or to be killed. There is two results in the battlefield. So, if you are in the battlefield, you are brought to the battlefield by the enemies. Then you are ready, you decided to fight, then you don't have the right to think about the enemies and you don't have the mind of helping the enemies or not disturbing or destroying the enemies. This is your duty to kill the enemies. You are a Kshatriya, you have to do that. Likewise, different phases of our life, we might have faced different things like this. At that time, we should be attached towards our dharma, towards our karma, not about the result. That is what in Bhagavad Gita mentioned as karma nevadhikaraste ma bhaleshu kadachana. As I mentioned earlier, there is triguna, sattva, rajas, tamas. There is a concept in Bhagavad Gita called as gunatita. Guna Atita, overcoming the guna. You be the Guna Atita. Who is Guna Atita? Guna Atita is Atma. Triguna is the basic of our life, base of our life. Above that, only Atma is there. So, Gunatita is Atma. Those who achieve or those who attained the knowledge about Atma are called as Gunatita. They are not bothered about the Sattva Rajas Tamo Guna. Whatever the activity, whatever Sattvika, Rajasiga, Tamasiga activity, they feel it as same. They will not feel sad. They will not feel angry. Because these feelings are the dangerous weapons that attack you. Kama, Krodha, Lobha are the three doors towards the hell. Kama, Krodha, Lobha. All negative emotions will attack you. There is no enemy other than you, that is your negative emotion. That's what Bhagavad Gita says. So, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, these three, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, these three are considered to be the doors of hell. If you open these doors, any of these doors, you will go to hell, not to the heaven. You will never find the happiness. So what do you have to do? You have to control, or you have to remove Kama, Krodha, Lobha from your mind. You attach towards your karma without expecting any result. These three, if you remove these three, you will reach to the Atma. That is, you will become a Gunatita. You will be above the Triguna. Excessive happiness also is your enemy. Excessive sadness also is your enemy. The same way happiness also. Do you think your supporters hinder your growth? You feel you have many supporters? Do you feel they are hindering or they are obstructing your growth? I say yes. Sometimes your enemies will promote your growth. I experience in my life the person for the persons who are trying to destroy me, giving me more strength. So many people are there. Maybe you, among you, there may be many people like that. If you are getting support more than what you deserve, you will be in a comfort zone, and that will hinder your growth. You will be in a comfort zone that will not help you to grow. That will not break the comfort zone. So you should the excessive happiness and excessive support are also poisonous like excessive enmity. So not only Kama, Krodha, negative emotions, also the positive emotions, if it is in excess, that will destroy you. So you should be in the middle. Sarva dharmeshu madhyama. It should be in the middle. And once if you reach above the Triguna, there you will find the Atma, yourself. You will find yourself, Atma Jnana. There you have to decide. There you have to keep in your mind that Uddhared Atmanatmanam na Atmanam avasade. Atmaiva hi Atmano Bandhu Atmaiva Ripuratmana. There you will understand, in that phase, in that stage, you will understand Atmaiva hi Atmano Bandhu. You yourself is your best friend, and you yourself is your worst enemy. If you have any problems in your life, you are facing any problems in your life, you want to blame, if you want to blame others, if you want to blame others for your problem, you understand, you realize that there you will never find the solution for your problem. If you start blaming yourself for the problem, you will start solving the problem. Hope you understood. If you are blaming others for your problem, you will never find solution for your problem. Once you start blaming yourself for your problem, you will start finding the solution. Uttared atmanatmanam. You are the only person who can uplift you. Na atmanam avasaded. You should not degrade yourself. Atmaiva hyatmano bandhu. Atmaiva ripuratmana. This is the, you are the enemy. You are only enemy. You are the greatest. You are the worst enemy and greatest friend of yourself. This is a big principle we have to learn. We have to understand from the Bhagavad Gita. Then it will move on how to this about triguna. I mentioned about triguna, how to maintain this triguna, and how to overcome this triguna, becoming gunadita. Find out the atma within you, that is the energy of yourself, that will make you uplift, or that can degrade you also if you are in the wrong way. Then Lord Krishna finally says, or after understanding all these things, he says to submit yourself to me. That me is God. Who is that God? That God is nothing but our universal energy, Paramatma. I am everything. Lord Krishna says, I am everything. So, universal God, universal energy is everything that is God. You submit yourself to God. Vitaraga bhayakrodha manmana mamupasrita. Vitaraga bhayakrodha. Raga bhayakrodha. Desires, fear, krodha, all negative emotions and positive emotions should be thrown out. Devoid of all these emotions, manmana mamupasrita. You submit yourself and be a devotee of this God. That God is Lord Krishna, but the concept of Lord Krishna is including you, the universal energy. You are becoming a part of universal energy. You are understanding that. And many of our issues starts from the anger or the problems or the sad incidents from our life. We are thinking about others. Most of the time in our life, we waste time and energy for thinking about others. What those people are thinking about me? What should I think about them? How can I help them? Or what is my role like this? These kind of thoughts are there. We think that we are running this world. Sometimes we think like that. Without me, there is no world. That is the thing. That is the mind of some people. Sometimes we also think in our family. We think if I don't do this, there will not be happening anything. Nothing will be happen without my presence. These kind of thoughts will be there. Those thoughts will destroy our happiness. And if you are concerned about the people, those who are not deserving that concern, that sadness that affects you, that is, you are sacrificing your happiness about thinking others. That is what in Bhagavad Gita it's mentioned that Ashocyan Anvashochyastvam Prajnavadamsta Bhashyase. Arjuna is talking like a person, like a very knowledgeable person. He says there will not be, you cannot find any happiness or success by killing them. What is the happiness? What is the victory I'm going to find by killing them? Like that he is asking to Krishna. So Prajnavadamsya Bhashyate. He thinks that he is having a very good knowledge about these things. But what he is doing, Ashocyan Anvashochyastvam. Those who are not deserving your concern, you are doing or you are submitting your concern. That is the cause of your unhappiness. Gadasun agadasunsta na anushojanti pandita. Gadasun agadasun. Those who are not present here or those who are present here, The Pandita, the knowledgeable person, are not at all concerned about that. The knowledgeable person are concerned about the God, the karma, the dharma. So you completely dedicate yourself to your karma and dharma. This is the advice Lord Krishna giving to Arjuna. Not only Arjuna, Lord Krishna giving to us. This is the way we have to understand Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita cannot be considered only as a spiritual or as a philosophical text. This can be considered as a psychological tool. Many things are there in the philosophical part of Bhagavad Gita to learn us, to gain us towards our life. We can have, if you have any queries or doubts, we can just have a discussion about that. I think our time limit is over, so that's why I just please, you can ask question. Someone raise the hand, please ask your query. Yes, please. You can unmute yourself. Now you are able to unmute. Please unmute yourself and ask Aditya.
Should I stop the live?
Okay, sir. Okay.